everybody, and welcome back to Texan Shaves. This is the Razor Emporium Meet-up edition. And I apologize, our Roomba's going off, so if you hear any banging on the door or whatever, I believe it's about to go through the hallway. I apologize about that. Yeah, I made it home last night. I drove straight through. I left at about 8:30, 9 a.m. Phoenix on Sunday, and I got home at about 1:30, 1:40 this morning. Decided to road warrior it, and drive straight through. Yeah, what a drive! 16 hours. Man, I didn't bring the stats with me. I'll have to post them up on the screen. But man, it was over 2,000 miles. Geez, almost 30 hours of in-car time, if I remember correctly. I averaged my trip computer showed I averaged between geez, I was getting 20 miles per gallon for a while, but once I get into the hill country in Texas, that dropped dramatically. So I think it ended up at about 19.8 miles per gallon. But I'll have all the specs up. I like tracking those stats when I take long drives for some reason. Probably filled up one, two, probably filled up about 8 times. I have a 25-gallon tank, but it wasn't always a full tank when I filled up. Sometimes if I was just taking a pit stop and I was about half or more, I would go ahead and fill up. I would end up with a range of about 430 miles on a full tank. So yeah, my truck does very, very well for a truck on the road. But man, it was just a great, beautiful drive. In fact, you know what? I'm going to show you part of the drive right now. Let's take a look. was just unreal. I mean, just and if you paid attention to my lives, especially on the way home, guys, you know how I felt about that drive. The views and the scenic roads, it was just I'm thankful that Google took me on a different route. There was a point where Google took me off of I-10 and sent me on this geez, what was the number of the road? I can't remember. This was in New Mexico just before the Arizona border and took me off on this one route and it just took me through the mountains and just such a beautiful scenic drive. Oh, there goes the vacuum. Um, Took me on this beautiful scenic drive, and there was a point after Globe, Arizona, where it was literally a mountain road and through a mountain tunnel, and it was just unreal. And that's what a lot of that footage was. I decided I manually mapped the route out on the way home the same way so I could get that footage, just because I wanted to share it with everybody. Such an amazing, beautiful part of the country. I'd never driven through it before in my 50 some odd years of life, 54 years of life. And man, I will definitely make that trip again. But I think the next time I go to Phoenix, I'm going to fly. So, um, unless I take someone with me to share the driving, probably. Anyway, so Razor Emporium, man, when I pulled up, I did a live and I pulled up while on the live, and I was immediately greeted. The in the front, there's a garage door to the shop, and the garage door was open because they were prepping for the meetup and everything. I got there at about 2:30 the day before the meetup, and Salvador was right there and just recognizing, just pointed at me with a big smile on his face, and it was awesome. He gave me a real nice little private tour of the facility, and let me tell you, it's impressive. Here's some pictures of that tour. Jake Yates was there setting up the CNC machine. It was really nice to meet him. A wonderful guy. Um, and then I met a few of the employees. And let me tell you, I never met a more fantastic crew and fantastic group of employees than those at Razor Emporium. Just so welcoming, very knowledgeable, and they put forth a lot of effort to make sure everybody had a good time. It was an incredible time. Matt, you were to be applauded for the staff you have. Honestly, it's a helicopter going by. Sorry, I do live near an airport as well. Um, and yeah, so here's some views of the meetup. And here's some pictures of people I met and people I hung out with. I actually planned part of this trip with Philip Sharp, Sharp Shaver, and Daniel Mahoney of Shamrock Shaving Customs. And oh, should have turned my phone down too. Geez, I got all kinds of noises going on. Sorry. It's early in the morning, and I wanted to hurry up and get this video out. And we decided to stay in the same hotel, and we hung out, and there'll be some photos of them as well. And I've been chatting with them daily for quite a while, and it was just so awesome to meet them. And then the most incredible thing was meeting everybody, and then people that I've never had a face to the name. Maybe they don't have their face on their. Geez, everything's going on. Sorry. Let me turn these volumes down. Wow. Be prepared next time, Barry. And it was just amazing to meet everybody. I got two phones here. Hold on. Uh, um, man, I've got more photos to show, and I'll put them up from time to time or make some posts on Facebook and Instagram. And there were some pictures of my haul in there, and yes, I went a bit overboard, but like I've said a bunch of times, I did not go over my budget. I am very proud of myself for not going over the budget I had set. I did win the titanium timeless razor, which was such an awesome win because I've been shopping that razor for many months, including up to a week prior to the meetup. I almost bought one just before the meetup, and then I ended up winning the exact one I wanted. The only difference between the one that I won, and the one I would have purchased is I would have purchased the scallop top cap. But hey, that's neither here nor there. It's a beautiful, beautiful razor with stand. I also got the timeless adjustable shave brush, so now I have two, and I can mix and match more colors now because I got the blue one and I've got some green and purple ones on the one I have parts because Molly and I kind of swap parts on ours. And yeah, just amazing. I did win a second prize, but I didn't want to be that guy, you know. Excuse me, sorry. There were Over 75 people there at the meetup. There's no official count yet, or at least that I've heard of, but Matt Pisarcik and I estimated about 75, or he estimated about 75, and I agreed. And and where was I going? Brain fart, squirrel. Um, I didn't want to be that guy that took two prizes when there were maybe 30, 40 prizes and there were 70 something people. And so I told him to draw again. And actually, Daniel Mahoney's daughter won the second prize that I had actually won, which was awesome as well because she actually really wanted that, and that was cool that she got it. So I think all of us in our little group actually came away with something, which was nice. And Brett Hilton was there. He was one that we were meeting up with, but he lived local, so we he didn't stay at the hotel with us. And I met Dr. Chris Bodrap. Geez, I'm so sorry. And Shave Trooper was awesome. There goes another helicopter. I am so sorry. Couldn't be a worse time of day, I guess, to make this video. And man, the tour was great. Matt is a wonderful host and a wonderful tour guide. He has some incredible machinery, some old machinery he uses that he said he likes to find old machine shop items and put them to use. And of course, those things were built to last back in the day too. Actually showed the process. We didn't just talk about it, but actually showed the process of plating, showed the process of engraving. Explained, that the Rex razors are assembled there in house. They're made in a machine shop, but they're assembled in house. M does the assembly, and M is a wonderful person as well. We talked for a while. Um, all of the staff. I got a chance to speak to all of them. Just wonderful, wonderful people. Um, and then showed the plating process and also showed the new CNC machine. And of course, the information is yes, everyone knows now. Yates is part of Razor Emporium and the Rex line, but it will still remain Yates. It will still Razor Emporium. And the word I like the word he chose. Razor Emporium and Rex will steward the Yates name, which was a beautiful choice of words for that, meaning that Yates' name will always be on those razors. Jake Yates will be part of still as a consultant, and any future iterations of the Yates razor that maybe Jake Yates has in mind will be produced under the Yates name as well, and every nothing will change. Um, and then they're also producing, and I posted a picture of this, the aluminum Rex, and it's going to be called the Page, Page. So you have like in an embassy, you have like an ambassador, a consul, and then he explained it as the Page, and the Page is like the lowest level, the one that basically does all the fetching and legwork and give me a cup of coffee type. And and it's an entry level aluminum razor. You can tell in the photo that the head is all Rex and the handle is patterned after a vintage Gillette handle, with fluted striations going up and down. And the grip was very nice on that prototype handle. Now, in my photo, the base plate's a little loose because the threads were cut a little short inside the handle, but Matt had quickly corrected that about 5 minutes after I took that photo, and everything was tight and the tolerances are there. Now there's a few minor details that they're still working on to hash out on the design of that razor. Very, very, very minor. And then I don't remember the timeline, but if you check Matt Pisarcik's post about it, he'll have all the information on when that's going to come out. And also, he will announce now. Jake Yates still has a backlog of Yates razors that need to be taken care of first before Rex will start producing the Yates razors. There'll be the 921, the Winning in the America, and I don't believe the Build Your Own will be around anymore. But that's not, I believe, 100% set in stone. But it was mentioned at the meetup. Peter Sharkalis of A&E, wonderful, wonderful to meet. We actually during lunch had some time together and we're chatting, had a great conversation. Excellent, excellent person to meet. I can't wait to meet you again, Pete. Looking forward to it. And Monica Gilliam of Van Ulay, sweet, 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 wonderful woman. Had a great time meeting her as well, and she brought a lot of the new items of her Bay Rum line, including one that I had some scent notes on, and I'm going to be shaving with it soon in a video, as well as a few of the others. I've got so much to shave with, like so much content to make now from this meetup. Um, I know I'm forgetting some people. Ellsworth Razors was there. I did pick up a titanium Apex polished, and geez, I went back and forth. There were quite a few things I would pick up and put down, pick up and put down, pick up and put down. Am I gonna get it? No. Am I gonna get it? No. Am I gonna get it? No. And right at the very end before I left, I ended up picking up the titanium Ellsworth, and looking forward to shaving with that. I also bought a Gillette Red Tip from Razor Emporium. It's a B3 date code. Beautiful, beautiful piece, and can't wait to use it. And then I've got the titanium timeless. So yeah, I'm set for razors for a little while as well. And software wise, we saw the photo, but I think the first thing I'm going to shave with, believe it or not, is going to be the super secret sample of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements soap, and here's a picture of it. I reached out to Douglas right after he told me to look for it because I didn't even look at my swag bag. I was just too busy looking at everything else and shopping and talking to people. And I dug for it at lunch and pulled it out and got a whiff of it, and it's incredible. I'm going to do a video of that real soon, as well as the Shave Meet-up soap as well, which is their take on a bay rum. And yeah, so geez, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's another big helicopter. There must be something going on. Wow, that's a loud one. That was rattling my windows. I don't know if you heard that. Jeez, sorry guys. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you have any questions about the meetup, go ahead and put them down below in the comments, and I'll answer them as best I can. But if you ever have an opportunity to go to one of these, whether it's Razor Emporiums, Maggart's, TRC, A&Es, and I'm planning to hit all those this year. I'm solidified for Maggart's and TRC. I've got my airline tickets paid. I'm reserving the hotels this week and getting me a rental car so I can make it to both. And when I was talking to Peter Sharkalis, Pete Sharkalis, uh, I was asking him about the dates because I'm going to solidify that one as well. I'm definitely going to go to it whenever he gets that going. So, but yeah, that's it. Fantastic time. I haven't had a better time in a very long while. It was wonderful, a great trip, good vacation. Um, Man, I feel like there's so much more to talk about, but I'm still decompressing it all in my head. I'll mention things during other videos I make. In fact, I'll be making a video tonight for tomorrow, and I'm probably going to do some more daily videos again because I've got a lot to show off now and talk about. So, all right, guys, find your peace in what and where you can, and we'll see you next time on the Texan Shaves. Goodbye.